Hey guys, today I'm doing a short video on a comment from Clayton Wood. He's asking, how did you do your first dado on the drawer slides? So let's talk about the jig. The jig needs to be extremely accurate because how it works is each dado that you make, this then goes into that dado that you made. And now you can route the next dado. Then you move it up, and now you route the next one, and you keep doing that until you've done all your routing. Each one of these dados is about 4.5 inches from center to center. And the way that you make the first cut, which is going to be the most important cut because each one is indexing off the next, so if your bottom's off, you're going to keep being a little bit more off, including the jig. The jig needs to be dead on. If you're 1/32 off at an angle from the bottom, then 1/32 times 10, that's what you're going to be up here. It's almost 3/8 of an inch for that. This is the spacer for the first cut. The first dado is 1 inch off the bottom. This is going to go here. This part's going to be butted up against the bottom of your plywood. Goes on the plywood, gets screwed down, and then you do your routing. And this thing is actually not wide enough for this, so I have to screw it down where I want it, route it out, and then undo it and slide it over and continue to route. It's pretty simple. I would spend the most time on your jig setup, making sure that your plywood on the jig that's exactly parallel with the bottom of the plywood. And then after that, routing is just a no-brainer. You just do a dado, move it up, do a dado, move it up, do a dado. And you'll probably have to make a few jigs. I think this is the second or the third jig that I made. I had issues with my own, just measuring and even figuring out where I was on the line, if I was cutting on one side of the line or the other or in the middle. So, and using really sharp tip pencils, you know, you're trying to be extremely exact. I like this setup too because you can make different drawers and move those drawers around how you want based on, like, maybe you don't use the bottom one as much or you use the top one more. You could figure out the math on how big your drawers are going to be. Maybe you have 8.5 inch drawers or only 4-inch drawers, whatever it's going to be, and however the spacing on your dados. You can make more dados too and double that amount, so you have more options for drawers too. Skinny drawers, thick drawers, whatever. So that's how you make a jig and do your first cut. Thanks for watching, guys.